Today is the day, guys.
The SUMA side markers have finally arrived, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. I'm gonna show you guys what's inside, and we will begin removing these ugly orange ones that come with the Type R. So
after the long wait, these have been out of stock for a while, guys. I finally got my hands on it. I already broke the seal on it. We're gonna go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. So the first thing we got, 3 nice stickers, 5 horsepower apiece. We have a quick installation guide, installation video, but we're gonna be using my YouTube videos, so that's not gonna be needed. And then what y'all have been waiting for, the marker lamps. These look really nice, guys. I'm looking forward to putting these on the car, so we're gonna go ahead and start buttoning that up. So you have these jumper cables that we're gonna be using on each side of these marker lamps, and then we have this is the splice, so you can put the wire inside of it. So stay tuned, guys. We're gonna go ahead and start putting these on the car. I got the sequential one, so when you turn on your turn signal, they're gonna go sequentially orange and turn on. So let's go ahead and start putting these on the car. So we're gonna start, guys, with this passenger side. So first things first, we're gonna turn the wheel inside to have more room to work, because we are going to be removing this top screw right here and this screw right here to be able to push that panel back. All right, guys, well, I went ahead and turned the wheel inside. So now what we're gonna be doing is removing this screw and this screw right here. After removing these 2 screws, this panel should just pop forward. Let's expose a little bit of the bulb right here that we're gonna be taking out. One very easy way to do this, guys, is get your finger, push this tab down, and then pull out at the same time. Then you should be able to just wiggle this beam out. All right, guys, to explain to you guys a little bit of how this marker comes out. You see these clips right here that are on the bulb, and these tabs right here that are on the old marker. Well, you gotta line those up, so you gotta twist a little bit and then pull out. Now that we have this off, we're gonna continue working with this. All right, guys, if you guys were wondering what the name of this was, this is called wire loom. And the way I'm gonna be using this is I'm actually gonna be cutting a piece out and wrapping it where the original wire is. Just because this wire is thin, I don't want anything to happen to it, for it to cut open or for it to melt or something like that. So I'm gonna cut the portion out of this wire loom. I'm gonna put it around this wire, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it with electrical tape. And once again, guys, this wire loom that I'm putting on this connector is just for the protection of the wire. I don't want anything to happen to the wire, any reason for me to have to take it off later. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this to the best of our ability. Once we get this wrapped up, we're gonna go ahead and connect it and go ahead and start running it through our cars. I did the start of the wiring, enough for me to get through this initial portion right here. After that, I'll continue wrapping all this that I need, depending on how much of the wiring I actually need. So I want to make sure I'm gonna splice into the right wire. So the connector that we're gonna be removing is the one right here for the headlight. So unplug that, it's gonna be this one right here. And we are gonna be tapping into the green wire. The green wire should be for the turn signal. So we're gonna locate it, second from the corner. We're gonna grab our red tip right here and we're gonna put it, and if it's the right wire, we should see it come on.
which we do.
The day I recorded the first part of the video was on Monday. Today is Thursday. I've been getting home late. I've had stuff to do, and I didn't want to record it in the dark because I wanted to make sure to give you guys the best quality video that I could. Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt. I washed it. It's not dirty, trust me. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I did on Monday, which was the passenger side. We're going to be doing the driver's side now. I'm going to be going more in depth on the procedure and what I did. I wanted to make it look as professional as possible, and I think it looks pretty good, guys.
If y'all can see, I started right back here. I put some foam wrapping around the wire through here to protect it from the metal, and then I wrapped it all the way down, had it come around here, and I spliced it back into the original connector for the headlight. So overall, I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna try to do the same procedure and make it look as similar as I can on the driver's side. But this is how the light looks like mounted on the car. I think it looks really good, guys, compared to this. So there is a huge difference. I'm gonna go ahead and get started before it gets any darker, because that is the reason I've been wanting to record it, so I can record it during the day. So same procedure. We're gonna take off part of the liner, pop that bulb out, disconnect it, and then we'll go ahead and route the new LED bulb in there. Run the sequential wire through the driver's side right here, and we're gonna connect it back into the headlight, which is right there. So let's go ahead and get started.
I'm gonna run some clear silicone on the side of the marker lamp. I didn't do this on the passenger side, so we will be able to see a difference as to far as if it helped or not. So it's just gonna be a small little bead of silicone. The only reason I'm putting this on is to try to prevent any leaks, just in case, you know, because I'm not saying it is going to leak, but if we can prevent it by any way, might as well. So guys, I hate the smell of silicone. It smells like vinegar, and oh my god, I cannot stand the smell of vinegar. This is a challenge for me right now, because this clear silicone smells like straight vinegar. So this should be enough room, guys, for now. Yeah, because we're gonna feed part of this wire down. I don't want to be down there wrapping it, so up here is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and actually do a little bit more, and then we will start taking out that marker lamp. All right, guys, so the way you disconnect it from the actual marker lamp is you reach your hand in here, guys. You'll feel this clip right here. You push this tab down, and when you push this tab down, it's gonna release this marker lamp so you can pull it right out. Don't forget, guys, when you're doing this, this is kind of like in an L shape, so you can't just pull it straight out. You gotta kind of fish it forward into the side a little bit. So the way you remove this one, guys, push down and twist, and that connector will come right out. After that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the bulb. So just pull out the bulb, and that is where the new LEDs are gonna connect to. So next thing on the list, guys, is I'm gonna actually start routing the wiring for the sequential lights through the car. That way I already have it ready, so when I want to put on the marker lamp, I just connect the bulb and we are ready to go. So as far as the foam inserts go, this is what I'm going to be using, guys. So I'm going to cut this right in the middle, and I am going to be wrapping this around the connector right here through the frame hole right here. I don't have to worry about it getting cut or anything from the sharp edge. If you're having trouble running this wiring in, what I did is I cut a part of a zip tie. I got some tape. I wrapped the top of the wire with tape around so I can be able to have a flat surface and a straight surface to feed the wiring through. It worked. So now I'm able to just finish feeding the wiring through. Just like that. Actually want to see how much length I need from here to the start of where it goes inside the frame. That way I know how much I'm gonna need out of here. So our next step is actually going to be mounting up the bulb and replugging the new connector in to the housing right here. The driver's side is easier than the passenger side for sure because you have more room. So what we're gonna start by doing is connecting the LEDs to the housing of the bulb. And we're not gonna completely mount it inside the housing because we wanna make sure it turns on first. After that, we're gonna connect this into the car where the sequential turn signals turn on by. Once we have those two connected, we'll go ahead and start testing which one of those wires is for the sequential turn signals. And just like that, guys, we have it hanging out right now, but we have the LEDs connected, and then we have the sequential turn signal connected. So next step is going to be coming up here, grabbing the end of this wiring right here and figuring out which one of these wires goes for the turn signals. So this driver's side, guys, the wire that you need to tap into is very different from the passenger side. So the passenger side, the wire you tap into is the only sole green wire that is on the connector. But as far as the driver's side goes, the wire that you were tapping into is actually the blue wire. I don't know if you can see that well. So the blue wire is the one that we're going to be tapping into, not the green ones. So as you can see with the blue wire tap, we have the turn signals coming on. As y'all can see right there, the marker lamps are coming on too. So we're going to do exactly what we did on the passenger side. We are going to wrap the wire with wire loom. There we go, we have it wrapped in wire loom. We're gonna go and start routing this into the car. Guys, I got the marker lamp snapped in. Make sure you press decently hard to fully clip it in. If you look right there, you can see that I wrapped the wiring with foam on both sides to make sure that it doesn't contact any of the metal of the frame. I left some slack in there with the wiring just to make sure it's not tight. I ran it under the fuse box, so it's under that bracket piece, and the wiring is right here where it's not really that noticeable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip tie it there, and I'm going to run it in along this main headlight connector right here. After that, we're going to break some of this tape, pull back some of this wire loom. We're going to splice into the wire and insert the sequential markers. So first things first, guys, let's go ahead and start taking off this tape. This is our connector right here. Here is our blue wire. This is where I'm gonna cut my wire to splice my sequential turn signal to. So I gotta go back a little bit on the wire loom and the electrical tape on the sequential turn signal. So once I go back a little bit, I remove the electrical tape already. I'm gonna get the wire around right here. I'm gonna cut it, and then I will start splicing into the turn signal. I'm gonna cut the red wire to around the amount that I want to splice. So I'm gonna splice it right here. Step 2, let's go ahead and align where that is gonna fall between the blue wire, which is gonna be around right here. And we are going to strip back part of the wire. Depending what kind of butt connector you're gonna use depends on how much wire you're gonna strip back. So I'm gonna start with that. Our red wire, same thing. The bottom of our blue wire, same exact thing. So once we got our wire stripped, I have these butt connectors right here, which are gonna work perfectly. So we're gonna start with our bottom 2 wires. So we're going to wrap these wires in between each other, which I'm actually gonna be wrapping the silver wire around the copper. We're going to grab our, like that, our butt connector, and then we're going to use the tip of our crimpers, or some I have. If not, just grab some crimpers that you guys have and bite down as hard as you can. And if you do it right, hopefully lightly pull on these two wires, none of these two wires should come out. So just like that, we did that right. Run our blue wire into the butt connector. Like that. Hold the blue wire all the way forward as much as we can. Grab our crimpers and crimp the metal part of the butt connector. All right, once we do that, guys, let's go ahead and test it just to make sure that it works right. As you can see there, guys, our butt connector worked. Our sequentials are working. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab you can grab a lighter. I actually have a torch. So I'm gonna be using a torch. But if you don't have a torch, guys, you don't have to get fancy, just use a lighter. If you wanna do it this way, of course, you can always use the butt connectors that come with the kit. I brought some wider wire loom that we're gonna wrap our new connector in. And all this stuff, guys, you can pick it up at your O'Reilly's or AutoZone. If not, you can order it online. Only thing left to do, guys, is grab our electrical tape. If I can figure out where I left it. Start wrapping your new harness through. I'm gonna wrap both of these together right here. All right, guys, we have the wire loom on it. We have all the tape that we need. So once you have all that done, guys, we're gonna go ahead and reconnect the headlights and then zip tie all the components down to their proper location. Honestly, the only zip tie I feel like we're missing, guys, is just one right here. Apart from that, guys, I feel like that's pretty secure. Further down the line, guys, I'll let you know how the silicone marker lamp held up compared to the other side. Honestly, I feel like both are gonna be fine, but you know, you never know. I've heard some good things, and then I've heard some bad things about these marker lamps. So reminders, guys, blue wire for the driver's side. As far as the routing for the harness goes, I think it looks very professional, very good. As far as the passenger side goes, same thing. Honestly, you have to look closely, guys, to even see I tap into the wiring for the car. That's how both sides look right now, and they complement the white of the car really nicely. So let me go ahead and turn them on for you guys. It's been a couple of weeks, guys, since I've posted a video. I apologize about that. If you like the video, make sure you hit it with a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've been busy these past couple of weeks, so I'm editing these videos when I can, but I'm glad I finally got this one up for you guys. Expect more videos soon. Right now I'm editing the interior lighting that I'm gonna be putting up on the channel soon. I'm actually gonna be ordering the Acuity short shifter soon and installing it onto the car. So I'm glad I finally got this one edited. ready to post, I can go ahead and put it up for you guys so you guys can check it out. If you guys like what you guys are seeing, just make sure you guys keep on supporting the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see y'all soon.